is everything. I think this is a no. It is a great way to try new makeup products. Today we are testing a full face of new makeup, and also I'm mixing some of my current new favorites. And let me just say, some of these completely shocked me. Like, I was not expecting this level of a glow. But also there were a couple of misses. So if you are looking to buy new makeup, watch this first. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Priya. I create fashion, beauty and luxury content for who want to look elevated, polished and effortlessly put together. So today we are doing full face of makeup with new products and my new current favorites. These are the products I've been testing, loving and actually reaching out every single day. So it's kind of like a get ready with me, first impression and mini review all in one. I have a mix of drugstore, mid-range and little luxury makeup, and I am going to show you exactly how I use everything step by step. So get comfy and let's get ready together. Alright, starting with fresh skin. Let's start with these hydrating drops from e.l.f. I have heard so many good things about it, and let's see how it looks on my skin. It has this gel-like finish with a light pink hint to it. Let's see. It feels so smooth and very lightweight on my skin. Look at that glow. Also, it has skincare benefits like hydrating hibiscus complex and 5% niacinamide in it. Now let's give it a minute to absorb completely into my skin, and later I will be applying this iconic London primer. I got this from Sephora spring sale. I have heard that this gives a really glowy and hydrating base, which is exactly what I want. Comes with this dropper. Let me apply a small amount my cheek first. I'm focusing on the center of my face and blending it outward, and also a little bit on my forehead and bringing it down my nose. Okay, this feels very lightweight on my skin and also really smoothing. You can see it just blurs everything in the most subtle way. It almost has that glass-like skin effect already. If you love that dewy, luminous base, you would probably love this. Now moving on to the brows. You all know I'm through and through Anastasia Beverly Hills brow girl, but I always wanted to try this eyebrow powder from GRWM, which is a drugstore brand. And it comes with this dual-ended brush, but I'll be using my own brush. Let me just comb my eyebrows. It has both powder and cream base to it. I'm going to use the cream where I have sparse areas. Now I'll use the powder side to outline my eyebrows. And brushing everything through. It makes the brows look fuller but still effortless. I'm impressed with this. What do you think? Next I'm going with CL Tinted Serum. It has SPF 50. Okay, I love anything that's lightweight and skin-like, especially for everyday makeup. And I got a shade medium 5. Let's open it. It has a dropper. I'm just applying a couple of drops directly onto my skin. It is very runny. Look at that. And applying with the brush. Okay, this blends so nicely. It literally looks like my skin but better. It's giving that no makeup vibe but still evening everything out. Look at that. It's giving healthy skin and still lets your natural skin texture through. I think it's definitely worth the hype. It evens out your complexion without looking like you're wearing foundation. This is definitely perfect for everyday if you don't like to wear heavy makeup. Now for the concealer, I am using Natasha Denona concealer. I have heard amazing things about this, especially for coverage and brightness. I'm wearing a shade N6 in it. I'm just applying one dot near my inner corner and a dot on the outer corner of my eye. Same on the other side. A little bit on my nose, cheeks. And just anywhere I want a little brightness, which is near my forehead, a little bit on the chin. And I'm blending it with the same foundation brush. Okay, this is very creamy and blends out so smoothly. For blending under my eye, I got this BK Beauty N19 brush. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely giving more coverage than I expected. And I'm bringing it a little bit onto my eyelid. And also it looks very smooth under my eyes. Okay, look at that. It instantly brightens up everything without looking so heavy or cakey. And I'm going to leave it for 2 minutes. So far, it is not creasing that much, but every concealer will crease a little bit. Let's do a contour with the concealer stick. Now, here's a little trick I wanted to try using a slightly deeper concealer stick as contour because they blend so seamlessly, easy to apply with this precise tip. So I'm using Sephora Best Skin Ever Micro Concealer, and this is such a good shade match. And I'm applying it right under my cheekbone, like this, around my forehead, along the jawline, and little bit on my nose. I have never did nose contouring, but I wanted to try it now. For blending, I'm using this new dual-sided brush from Real Techniques. I feel like this could be a dupe for my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. Let's see. I'm going to use the narrow side of it. Let's start blending. Okay, I'm not able to blend it as easily I blend my regular contour. I'm definitely not liking how it looks on me. I think definitely this is a no. At this stage, if I do any mistakes in my makeup, since this is a tinted serum, I can just simply go in with a couple of drops and erase everything in by blending. This is doing such a great job for me. I absolutely love this tinted serum. I think we covered some of the damage. Now let's go in with the cream blush. This blush is from House Labs. I got this blush in my Sephora favorite set. It is a great way to try new makeup products for a fraction of a price. I like to apply it slightly higher on my cheeks to lift the face. Look at that shade. This is in the shade Glassy Rosette and it is so creamy. Now let's blend it upward. Wow, look at that pigment. It is very subtle, which I absolutely love. Also, it gives that healthy, fresh glow without making it too overpowering. I'm obsessed already. Now for the cream bronzer, I'm using L'Oreal Paris Lumi Bronzer Stick. Okay, this is very creamy and glowy. It gives that sun-kissed look without looking muddy. I love that subtle shimmer, which is perfect for summer. Let's apply it just below the cream blush like that and start blending it upward with the same blush brush. Look at that snatch it's giving me. It looks so glowy and so cool. Now with the beauty blender, I'm going to remove any creasing under my eyes before I go with the powder. This is Infallible Blurring Setting Powder from L'Oreal Paris. Let me remove all the creasing I may have under the eyes. And this is in the shade 20. And the best part, this is talc free. And I'm taking Triangle Powder Puff, taking a little bit of it and removing the excess on the back of my hand and pressing it into my under eyes. And whatever is left on my puff, I'm dabbing it all over the face. There you go. I can still see the glow, but it is blurred to the perfection. And I'm doing the same on the other side as well. Look at how cool it looks so far. Okay, now coming to the powder bronzer. I'm trying this Physicians Formula. If you know me, I love my Dior bronzer, but I always wanted to try a drugstore product, and this one has raving reviews everywhere. Also, let me know if you'd be interested in full face of makeup with all the drugstore products. And I'm wearing a shade Deep bronzer, and it has that light shimmer in it. And also it comes with this brush, which comes in very handy during the travel. But today I'm using this Real Techniques brush on the wider side. I'm lightly dusting it around wherever I applied my cream bronzer. It gives that soft warmth without looking muddy or orangey, which I'm most concerned about many of the bronzers. It's very subtle, but it makes such a difference. I feel like this is where the whole look is coming together. Now let's talk about this palette. This is everything. I've been using it for blush, highlighter, sometimes even for my eyeshadows. It's such a versatile product which I absolutely love for travel. These shades are so pretty and very blendable. I use these two shades as my blushes and these two for my highlighters and the bottom two for my eyeshadow look. So today I'm using this light pink shade for my blush by using the same brush I used for my powder bronzer. Just a little bit is enough. Blending it where I applied my cream blush. Look at that. And for the highlighter, I'm using this highlighter which complements the pink blush I wore. And for the highlighter, I'm using BK Beauty 108 brush and lightly sweep it on the high notes on my cheek. There you go. It gives that subtle glow, but not too much. You see it? And also dust it a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Very lightly to give that shine and glow within. Now coming to the eyes, I'm using this shade on my eyelids. Very lightly and adding this bronzy shimmer to give that subtle shine to the eyes. I'm creating a very subtle eye look which would be perfect for the summer. Just lightly sweep it on the eyelid. There you go. A easy eyeshadow look. This palette is so versatile. It's perfect for everyday glam. Also, it is great to achieve easy cohesive look. Now for the eyeliner, I'm loving this Tarte Precise Tip eyeliner. It is very creamy. It glides on so smoothly and easily. I'm just giving a short strokes. Definitely take your time while applying the eyeliner. Look at the difference. Now coming to the mascara, I'm using this new telescopic extensionist mascara. And they have kindly sent it to me. Let's test it out together. And look at the wand. I'm just gently combing it upward and adjusting the outer lashes. This is just one coat and you can see the difference. And I will always apply my mascara to my lower lashes to make them look more open. Okay, this mascara definitely gives volume and my lashes look lifted and it gave that volume and definitely opens up my eyes. Now for the lips, I'm using this L'Oreal Paris Blurring Lip Contour. And this is in the shade Mocha Mousse. Okay, before applying my lip product, I'm removing my lip balm. Alright, I'm just lightly overlining my lips just to enhance the shape. This is so smooth and gives that blurring effect. And I love that it has that diffused edge instead of a harsh line. And I love this shade for my skin tone. And topping it off with Rare Beauty lip gloss. And this is in the shade Glimmer. It has a subtle shimmer in it. It's glossy, but it's not sticky. And it just ties the whole look together. Okay, I like this combo. What do you think? It's glossy, glowy, and the liner gives that perfect definition. Now we are on to the final two steps. A setting powder and the final finishing powder. I am using this Huda Beauty Easy Bake. I got this in one of the Sephora's favorite sets. As I told you, this is the great way to test products with a fraction of a price. And I will use generous amount of the spray. And now I'll go in with my beauty blender and dab it all over my face. And now I'm going in with my YSL finishing powder. I've been using this so much lately. I'm using my Hourglass dual-sided powder brush. For the under eyes, I'm using the smaller side. And for all over my face, I'm using the fluffy side. Now, just gently swipe it under my eyes. And also in the T-zone area. And now, fluffy side, dabbing it on my cheeks, on the forehead. That's it. Now this is my finished look. Honestly, I'm obsessed with how everything came together at the end. My skin looks glowy, everything blended beautifully, and nothing looks cakey. even with a couple of disappointments. I think many of these products will genuinely become part of my routine. Some of these are very easy to use, perform beautifully, and they just make your makeup look more polished. It feels so fresh, lifted, glowy, and just feels so wearable but still elevated. And the standout products for me are definitely a Ciel Tinted Serum, L'Oreal Paris Bronzer Stick, YSL Palette, and the Rare Beauty Lip Gloss. I feel like this is a perfect everyday glam look. Let me know in the comments which products are you most excited to try and what are your current favorites. If you love this, you will love this Sephora's favorite video. Check it out after this. And before going, don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon in my next one.